So basically, the taxi driver said to us, how to get rid of that is burn it with a cigarette, innit? So I got the cigarette and I burnt his neck.
Yeah.
Now we had to come up with an elaborate story as to why his neck is burnt.
No, but you thought this is that a thing though? Like,
I don't know, we tried
that's
it.
not a thing. What?
I think the cab driver was having you on. Man went from a hickey to a 3rd degree burn.
Hey, shoe fits, it's yours. It's your own shoe. Like I lie. Yeah, but I'm honest about it.
Can't be doing all that. I'm loving the vibrant colours that we've got. You're not as vibrant, but it's all right. Black is beautiful.
Thank you.
We've got some vibrant colours. Browns, greens, orange.
Yeah.
What do you think about the colour orange?
I feel like it makes me feel more alive than I feel the time I wear it.
Oh.
I feel like every time I wear it, I'm usually tired. I feel like this one just makes me happy.
Say that I'm
Really?
usually tired when I wear orange.
That's why I wear black. When I'm tired, I wear black. Because I can't bother to think about anything else.
You know, like, who was it? Barack. He never used to pick his clothes.
Is it?
That's peak.
Who picks his clothes?
He just had someone pick his suits all the time. It's too much to think about for president. So they just used to say, bro, this is what we're wearing today.
They say it like, I think it was Steve Jobs. He says his wardrobe was like X amount of white t-shirts, X amount of blue jeans.
Yep.
He was
Simple.
like, mentally in the morning, it's not something you should be giving your time to.
Yep.
I think you should.
Nah.
It depends on what you're into. But that was the whole reason why I was just like, got these trainers. That was the whole point. I was like, I don't want to have to think about putting on different
I think
trainers
it helps
and
you
all this
feel
stuff.
how you're feeling today.
I think so as well.
Like, just sometimes, how do I feel? Yeah, is that how I feel? Okay, I'm going to wear this and this.
If you express yourself through clothes, then yeah, that makes sense. But not
Yeah.
everybody does.
Yeah.
I don't express
find it
myself
weird
through
to
clothes all the time. Yeah, but again, your way of expressing yourself is through clothes. I express myself through talking. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, but you're quite stylish though.
I'm all right, but not all. I like to look nice sometimes, but I don't care how I look on it every day.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? Whereas, for example, Fred will care how he looks
Just,
more than I would.
Yeah.
Like if we're going down to the shop, maybe Fred might think about what he's wearing more than I would. Not saying he always cares, but he probably might think about it. Whereas I would be like, I don't really care.
Yeah, there's times you haven't thought about it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? There's times where I'll just throw these trainers on. You know what I'm saying? But I used to care more. I used to actually care more.
Yeah, Tem was really into fashion when we
I
were
actually
younger.
used to really
You
care.
pull up that picture, that college
Oh,
picture.
with the briefcase.
Which one?
No,
No. That was I was going to an interview, bro.
Yeah,
Listen,
college.
I was going to
I
an
haven't seen
interview.
anyone under like 50 use a briefcase.
With a
Ever.
brown...
It wasn't
Oh.
a briefcase.
Okay, what was it?
It was a man bag.
Some
It
Indiana
was like a
Jones
satchel.
looking-
You know, it's a satchel. It's a satchel.
It was
It's an
brown,
aged
and he
one.
wore it with all black.
Wait, the satchel was brown like those leather ones.
Yeah.
Like the fresh ones that you get like a market in Africa.
No.
Yeah.
No.
One of those.
It was.
What were you buying?
I was going to interview.
For-
I can't remember, but I wasn't appropriately dressed. I didn't get a job. That's the only thing
Did
that
you
really
not?
matters. No, I didn't get a
Oh.
job. I didn't get a job for that one.
Who took that picture of you?
I think it was one of my brethren that called me. They were like, nah, man needs to take a picture of you. Them time their camera phones is like lit. You're like, yeah,
Do
capture
you look
this
back
one.
now and think he was mocking me? He thought this.
Yeah,
was shit.
100%. But they said that. They're like, hey, you're looking like, what's his name, Morpheus. They're looking like Morpheus.
Oh yeah, it was
Take
a long
picture.
black jacket.
Me there, I was there posing as
Wow.
well.
Oh, man.
Nah, yeah,
Before we go
yeah.
any further, remember, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll keep it short and brief. There are live show tickets out. The link
Yes.
to that is in the description.
It is.
There should still be a few speed dating tickets too. So, yeah, all the links that you need to be clicking it in the description. So make sure you click expand and make that happen for yourselves. We always start with a stat of the week. And this week, the stat is...
Stat is
77% of people struggle to deal with conflict in the correct way. How do you guys deal with conflict?
I think it's less.
That's not
77%
read
of
the
people
question.
What question?
deal with conflict in the wrong way.
How do you deal with conflict?
What's the right way to deal with conflict? Like who just
I love conflict. I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I love it, man.
What do you love about
I love confronting
bit
people.
dark?
No, but conflict.
Yeah.
I've never
maybe-
seen you confront somebody.
Yes, you have.
Who?
Yes, you have.
Who?
That's
Who?
cap. That's
Who?
cap.
Who?
All day cap.
Who?
Think.
What, you was riding out? Who did you ride out on?
No, conflict isn't always like riding out, get your guns out. It's like there's an issue that needs to be discussed, and I've addressed it.
Oh, you always do. He always does.
I always do
With
that.
who?
with everybody. and
everybody.
everything.
Right, bro, my guys, example, please.
With
Well, I'm not
us
gonna say the
even,
person's
or whatever,
name.
like,
Think about it. If there's an issue,
What happened?
who is going to say we need to address this issue?
it's him.
It's me.
What happened?
I don't know, but whenever there's an issue, Tem will always voice note us saying, "All right, now we need to address this issue."
Yeah.
He's definitely said that before. Like that's
You
a
need to
Tem
give
line.
it. If he does this all the time, surely you could give me one. Like,
We're not gonna say
I'm not gonna
names.
say it
'cause
on
we're gonna
air,
say
yeah.
the
Hey,
issues.
just, what was the issue?
Somebody that was trying to help us recently.
That was on conflict.
That can be classed as conflict.
Jesus Christ.
That was more negotiations.
On our own show? Wow.
Wait, they were a guest?
No, they weren't a guest. Someone that was trying to help us, and they said something, and we had to address
Oh,
it.
that. Okay.
That's an example.
That wasn't conflict, but okay.
Yeah.
But you don't have to address it?
No, you did have.
Yeah,
you did
Right,
have to address
okay.
it, yeah.
Oh, and you enjoyed it.
I enjoy that kind of stuff. I enjoy
wish we could've
I
said-
enjoy it because I enjoy talking. So I enjoy when there's a situation and I have
Talk it
to
out.
talk it out. Yeah, because I enjoy understanding the other side, but trying to also find a happy medium. So when there's conflict, I do like to actually go towards it. Not saying, oh, if someone's got a gun out, I'm gonna be like, yeah, cool, I know.
Sick, it's my time.
Yeah, it's my time. Like, where's Tem at? No. I'm not saying that, but I like that sort of conflict, like that. I don't know if you say verbal or mental, I don't know, but I like that kind of thing. Sorry, we're going away from the question. So
Well, yeah, no, you
but I
answered
talk
it. You
it.
like
Yeah,
to talk.
I talk it out. Yeah. I liked it. I love it.
I don't like it. I like agreement. I like things to just
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
But I
Oh.
think though it's because I don't know. I feel like with guys and girls it's different because I feel like men naturally like jump to a situation to address it, but I feel like women have sensitivities. I've grown up with a lot of female friends. Like,
Yeah.
if there's an issue, I need to go to my notes first. I need to think about. I need to think about what I'm going to say, how they're going to take it.
have to throw the orange
They're
on.
gonna be defensive. Like you got to do no, literally, bro. You got to do more than that.
She's
Like,
going
I
to
gotta do
beef
so
someone
much.
right now.
But no, you got to just think about it so much more because there's so many sensitive. You've got to have the argument in your head before you even go and then have it with someone else.
At this
Yeah.
age.
No. I feel like men do that. Or let me not say men. I do that too late. Like I'll have the argument and then later on I'll think,
Oh, I should have.
shit.
I should have.
I should have planned
I
this
should
one.
have loaded them with this, or I should have
Yeah,
said
yeah.
this. Like I play the argument out. Like why didn't I just say that? That could
Yeah.
have finished it.
Yeah.
Right now, I need to ride out on one of my friends because I think his girl doesn't like me. So I'm like,
Why?
I need to find out because then they're both not coming to the wedding.
Okay, why do you think she doesn't like you? What does she do that makes you feel like she doesn't like you?
They don't.
She said, "Fuck that nigga."
But you don't want them to come.
I think it's petty.
No, I don't think it's petty. See,
What happened?
No, here it's your wedding, bro. It's your wedding. It's
my
your wedding. Nah, it's your
Before
wedding.
we do that, yeah. What's you lot's out of 10 problem solving skills?
10. 10. I can solve that shit.
You solve it with money.
No, I'll solve it with money, with words. I'll solve it. Whatever the medium, I'll solve it. Promise you, I'll solve it. I swear on my life. I've had to solve some mad issues in my life with words, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, I had such an interesting situation the other day. You couldn't have predicted it. It was my daughter's christening. No, baptism. Daughter's baptism, and my mum came in, and she was wearing a wig, and the wig did not bang.
Your mum.
My mum was wearing a wig and the wig did not bang. And we're about to go to the church and there's going to be pictures and all this
God.
stuff. And straight away I'm thinking...
Was it a bob?
It wasn't a bob, but all it was... Do you know what it was? It was one of those wigs where the cane roll's already done. Do you get what I'm saying? It was like a cane roll wig.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
she
yeah.
put it on, but what it is that you
That's
could...
risky business, already.
What?
That is
risky.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
risky. But what it was is she was
Looking
just
like
like
she's in Medea or something.
right.
She on-
So basically, I saw it and I was like, she doesn't normally wear that wig, but she was like, damn, my hair's not done underneath, so let me just try and look like I've put in some effort. But it wasn't right. The wig was not right. You know what I'm saying? It was like
She
a
don't
bright.
usually wear wigs though.
Exactly.
Like, yeah.
So all it was that she felt, because her hair's not done, rather than me coming messy hair, let me try and neaten it up or look like it's neat. But it was like bright gold. It was not gold. It was like yellow. It was so bright. And I was like, shit, I'm going to have to tell her somehow this doesn't bang without hurting her feelings, but letting her know that, you got what I'm saying?
This, yeah.
So I literally, first thing I did, I went upstairs. I said, babe, oh my God. Mum's wearing a wig. I don't know what's going on. I texted my brother and sister. I said, how should I deal with this? And I was like, fuck it, let me just go there. And I just told her, I said, Mum, like, I prefer you when you're here. Like, I played towards what I preferred rather than you look like this. Yeah. I gave her that sense of, nah, I think that your natural hair looks way better underneath. And then she was like, do you think so? She showed on. I was like, it looks fine. It looks better than, I think it looks better than this wig that you're wearing. Hey, my dad, that came out the house with her. I said, yeah, you know what?
He has to go back with her.
You know
he
the
has to go home with her.
I looked at him like,
yeah.
So you've been thinking this?
Yeah.
Then he's like, no, I'm not saying that it wasn't nice, but I preferred this one.
Yeah.
Then I knew, raw, I'm the guy then. Like, because I highlighted it, but then it was like, she saw that I didn't,
Your
I wasn't.
palms were sweaty, boy.
She could see that I wasn't feeling it because the way I responded to it. Normally I'll say, oh, your hair looks really nice. But then I said, oh, you've changed your hair. And I didn't say nothing. Then I worked out how to approach her. But she actually said, you don't like my hair, do you? And I said, I think it looks better like that. Do you get what I'm saying? And that was hard. That was so hard.
Very hard.
It wasn't easy. But I remember I went upstairs and Mandy was like, you're so good at talking to people because I don't know how you did that. And that was fucking difficult to tell your mum that you don't
man.
like.
That was
It was hard, bro. But I enjoy
now
it.
Christmas is coming. You'll see if you get present.
Hey,
I
I told her the truth.
Get that wiggle forward.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, but don't get twisted. When she took the thing off, I said, yeah.
Come on.
This is it. Like, you look beautiful like
Mummy,
this.
mummy.
You know what I mean?
Mummy.
So what about you? Out of 10, problem solving. How
Do you know what?
do you rate yourself?
My brother said this to me the other day that I actually think I'm a lot better at dealing with conflict than I might actually be.
So what's a situation that you've either diffused or conflict or something that you feel like, oh shit, that was cold. Like I diffused that or I managed that one well.
I'm in conflict right now. Literally, I was on the phone when I was outside.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
Just ran up and down. You wouldn't believe what she messaged me. And I think like the I like solutions. So the solution person in me wants to be like, cool, like you sent me this message. I didn't like this, but I didn't like this, but I didn't like this one. I don't know. Like I feel like I always think you should meet people at their entry points. So for example, like let's say my mum and dad are having some kind of argument. My mum takes an approach to my dad that we all know this guy. He's not gonna. All he's gonna hear is someone shouting. He's not gonna hear what you're saying. Like that's all he's gonna hear. Like you got to find people's entry points. Otherwise, there's no point. There's no point. And sometimes I just really think I have found people's entry points, and I'm just surprised when they just don't take to it.
That's cold. What did everyone answer? Did you answer?
No, I think I'm a 7 because I feel like I'm good, but I procrastinate. So I know how to solve the issue, but I'll just be like, I can't be bothered to deal with it right now.
Just gonna stay in this conflict.
Just for a little bit longer until it becomes a situation where now I have to address it. But when it becomes that, I can actually solve the problem usually. But yes, I'd give myself a 7 because it's not like I don't actively solve problems. I reactively solve them. Yeah.
You see, my issue is I would rate myself highly, but when I think about what my usual go-to is, it's like just cancel the subscription. Just
What's your go-to?
that's it. Just whatever's the issue, just delete it. Just get rid of it. We don't need to fix this. It's just
done.
Yeah, fuck it. So in my head, that's sensible. That's 8. Like, but if I think about it, I probably haven't solved it. I haven't actually solved
The problem's still there.
Yeah, or because I'm thinking, if you don't like me, you're not coming then, innit? Like, but I don't know. Like, I don't think she likes me though.
But why?
You know what? 'Cause I've had people. I've had a lot of not a lot. A few friends. Their girl hasn't liked me, and I know why.
Why?
Okay, one was so basically we went out. Yeah.
A few.
Yeah,
It's definitely a you problem.
you know, it's
at
not
this
me.
point.
It's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It's them. It's
I
them.
hear it.
All
I
of
hear
them.
it.
Yeah, all
No,
of them.
it's the boy. It's my
Aye.
friend. It's not the girl. It's him. They will say I'm the bad guy.
This is
Oh.
our show. Control the narrative.
100%. They will say I'm the bad guy. Like,
Yeah.
Fred does this and
Control
does
it.
that. Like, you know, like they'll say I do drugs. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not me. I did drugs because of him.
Yeah, imagine.
But he wanted to make it seem like I'm the bad influence rather than him, innit? Like, we was all doing drugs together, like, you know? So one time, one time we went out, yeah? And this idiot,
shit.
he was kissing a girl in the club, innit? Kissing. And she bit his neck. She gave him hickey.
Oh, man.
I said, bruv, you're light-skinned, bruv.
This is very
I actually remember
Like,
this
we
as
go
well.
home tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, neck all red.
Oh, I do
You remember that?
And
Yeah,
we was in a taxi home, and
Wait, his girl thinks you're bad influence.
Exactly. That's why it's shocking.
like,
Oh my god!
so what I did was, so basically the taxi driver said to us, how to get rid of that is burn it with a cigarette, innit? So I got the cigarette and I burnt his neck.
Yeah.
Now we had to come up with an elaborate story as to why his neck is burnt.
No, but you thought this is that a thing though? Like,
I don't know, we tried
That's
it.
not a thing. What?
I think the cab driver was having you on. Man went from a hickey to a 3rd degree burn.
You know that was someone
Come
put fire
on.
to it.
Listen.
What?
Like, when you're on the brink of being dumped, yeah?
Yeah.
See, there was foundation. There was like,
So we was
everything.
like,
No,
yeah,
we didn't
there
have
was this
that.
girl talking loudly and she was
Provide
just
it.
swinging her hand with a fag and it caught his neck. She said,
Yeah.
And we got away with it. They was together for a hot minute, but she didn't really like me in general. Like, then there's a next one, different guy.
Okay, that's what I was thinking because you can't disinvite him.
Yeah, that's done. Now, different guy now. Like they just don't respond to me like they used to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm thinking I don't even talk much here. Like,
You're the cancelled friend.
yeah, I might have to leave the group chat. Like, what's going on in here? Like,
But why now though? Like,
What do you mean?
Of all times, why would you be that guy now? Like, if anything, like
I've
you're-
disappeared.
Before.
But
Yeah.
I've not disappeared like that. But like, I don't know. So I'm when I'm writing something and I'm looking at the responses, who's read it?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've read it, yeah? No problem. Give it 2 days. Not starting said nothing. Alright, cool. I'm gonna message him now. I need to see. It's gonna be a straight like, does your girl like me, bruv?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say because if she don't, you're not coming.
Yeah.
But if she don't, you're not coming, basically.
You see this group chat? Is the girl in there too?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So it's a mixed group chat.
But why would,
Interesting.
is he your friend or is she your friend?
Him.
So why would he not be coming if she don't like you?
It's his girl.
Because they
bruv.
have to come together.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
Really? Not really though.
No, you don't have to.
She's
But
not your friend.
it does cause a situation though.
It does.
If you say you can come, but she can't.
Yeah, that's a situation.
That is a situation.
No, but then if she doesn't like you, but you extend an invite and she actually doesn't like you, then wouldn't she just not come?
No,
You
she
don't-
will
She'll
probably,
probably
come.
come because of him.
Yeah.
You know, where he's like,
to
oh,
avoid the
yeah.
Yeah, but
situation.
then would
Yeah.
you rather her come and just not be happy there, or your friend not come
nah,
to your
yeah.
wedding?
Because I'm an angry person, I'll say both. But if I cool down and
She's not
think
even-
about
she's not
it,
even your-
then I'll
she's
say,
not your
okay, you
friend,
come,
that's
but
what-
she can't. But then that's mad, innit? Because now he has to tell her, oh, he said you can't come. Now they're arguing and it's my fault.
That don't
Yeah.
make no sense, man.
But that
It
group,
makes
That don't make no
sense.
sense.
that group chat is finished already. Let's just say that group chat is finished
They
already.
both in there.
That one's already done. Forget that one. It's now damage control.
Shall I leave now or after the wedding?
You should leave now, bro.
Yeah.
Immediately you should leave. I don't know.
I don't know if there's a way
It
to
does.
solve it.
There is a way. You
But
just
what
know
if she
that-
does like, I need to find out if she likes me first.
You have to.
Yeah, yeah.
You
I
know
think
what?
you should ask him.
So, I should
Oh
ask
yeah.
him.
So okay, you haven't asked him that yet.
Nah, I haven't asked him.
Yeah, you should ask him and
I
say,
don't know,
be
you
honest,
should do
bro.
all of that,
I'm gonna
though.
do it in like 4 weeks though, so that they don't think this episode is about them, innit?
Yeah. And now, yeah. Now,
Nah,
now when you ask some, he said 2 weeks ago, this guy was talking about, do you like me? Do you like my like?
No,
He's
but you
gonna
can
know.
do it now because remember this episode's
I
coming
don't
out.
think
now.
you
Oh,
should do it at all. What? What?
No.
This is like
You
the
need to
cigarette
address it.
again. Like
No. Sophia's gonna give you bad advice.
Yeah. No, I wanna hear Sophia's advice.
Don't burn
What
it.
should he
Don't
do?
burn anyone's neck. So I feel like she's not that relevant to you. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's actually not that relevant to you. Like, he's your friend. And I feel like you're asking your friend essentially to say, tell me the problem you have with me. And you just said a few minutes ago, I'd rather not know. If there's an issue or a situation, I'd rather avoid it as long as possible.
No, I need to know so that I can cancel it or not cancel it.
But I don't think I don't know if that's the conclusion that you really want to be leaping to. Like, he's your friend. He needs to be at your wedding. He could break up with his girl and he could have another girl, but your relationship with him can't be contingent on whether or not someone's girl likes you. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
no, that's
like,
fine.
I've got a
but you still
question.
need to understand what the issue is so you can discuss it. Like,
because
is it?
I don't like that.
Is that a head count thing for the wedding,
No,
or
it's a
is
little
that,
bit.
like-
But if she doesn't like me and he hasn't told me, I don't like that. Because if my girl didn't like someone,
No, but your
I'm
girl's not
gonna-
gonna like people. Like, chances are
Like,
you're
I'm
not
not-
gonna like all of your partner's friends.
I've got a question.
That's
I like her.
I've got a question.
The girl is not gonna like most of their partner's friends.
I
Let
have
me
a
rephrase.
fucking
like,
important question.
Yeah.
Go
Do
on.
you like her, bruv?
She alright. I've met her a few times.
it's just not a yes, man.
I've met her a few times.
You don't
She's
like
cool. No, I don't hate her. Like, and I've got.
I didn't ask you hate her. I said, do you
I ain't
like
got nothing
her?
against her.
Okay, nothing against her. So you don't mind her being
I don't
there?
mind her.
So basically, it's just whatever you're on, I'm on. So if she don't like you, fuck it. I don't like you too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So I should try and make someone like me.
Nah, like she's just. I think you're putting too much like importance on her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she's actually not.
This
Because
my-
you're going based on her feelings, not yours.
This is my guest list.
Because what if,
It's
what
your
if-
guest list, exactly.
What if you had an auntie that didn't like your fiance?
Did I lock off my aunt?
Yeah, because that's relevant.
You wouldn't look off your aunt.
You lot don't know my
No,
aunt.
as in like you wouldn't look like she'll still be at the wedding.
Who?
The aunt that doesn't like your fiance,
I don't think so.
she'll be there
You lot.
because it's your mum's friend. I mean, or your mum's.
So what if,
My mum's
what if,
sister.
what if a parent didn't like a fiance? You're still,
Does he want it? Or... Sorry, what was that? Oh,
You're a prick, man.
that was
She is also your mum's friend, though. Like,
piss off.
oh, actually, it could even
No,
be your
it's all
dad's
of it.
as well. But yeah.
Oh, man.
No, but it's just because it's like that's a hypothetical. My aunt's like my fiance, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if this woman likes me. So I don't want people there that don't like me. Why are you there?
But are you, sorry, I'm not on.
Well,
Well,
you-
things to say.
I can't have her there if she doesn't like me, and then it kind of knocks it on him. I don't want them arguing, so you both can't come.
Yeah.
You know what? This is interesting. Do what makes you happy.
I need to confront him.
Yeah, I think you should.
Because I don't believe that
You
you
don't
should.
like to confront, clearly, because confronting this issue, finding out if there's an issue in the first place is important. Because you
Very
could cancel
important.
the whole relationship, which is what he's going to do. If he doesn't find out, he's just going to cancel
no, do you know
them.
what? The reason I say it, the other day, one of my friends is planning her wedding right now, and she's doing it abroad. And when you're abroad, when you're doing a wedding abroad, you cut people out of the list.
Yeah,
quickly.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
They didn't say happy birthday, and that's your cousin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
gotta
it.
go,
That's it.
And there was an issue with like. I shouldn't even really be saying it, but that group chat's in tatters anyway. So there was like a birthday celebration, and she invited the people that she loves dearly and cares about, right? But it's your birthday. It became a thing in the group chat. Why didn't she invite this person? Why didn't she invite this person? We're all out one day. It's like the end of the night where everyone's drinks have simmered in. So, you know, like they're
We're ready now.
there. Yeah, like
The belly's
they've
warm.
set in, yeah.
Let's go.
So this girl's come up to me, and I know this. She's always the one who's got questions. She came up to me, and she was like, "Sophia, you're someone who's quite balanced." I'm like,
You know what's funny? Before she got there, she prepped herself. I'm going to tell her how I feel.
That's funny.
Sometimes you ask things, you don't care about the answer. You just want to be able to say what you want to say,
Yeah.
but you got to be polite and ask a question first.
You're
So
balanced.
yeah, she was like, "You're balanced." If you had an XYZ celebration, like, would you invite everyone in this group chat? And I was like, nah, like. I know I talked to about 2-3 of you. A lot of people in the group chat are +44s. Like, I wouldn't. It's my birthday. Why would I do that?
Plus
But
4
then
fours.
where they
I hear you.
where they put so much like pressure on her to do that. Now she's planning her wedding.
Yeah.
She's like, I just need to invite everyone. And I was kind of like to her,
No.
like
The
people
+44s
people being
don't need to
upset,
be there,
bro.
man.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, she's cool. She's more cool with everyone in the group chat than I am. But then the reason she'd be doing it is because of the pressure people put on you.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's your day. Like, you need to imagine yourself as literally Beyonce on the altar of your day. Like,
Yeah.
like that's how you need to think of yourself for your wedding. It is your special day. Everything else is
Yeah.
irrelevant. Like, you can't invite people because of a pressure. Like, that's crazy. Your parents will do that. That's
Yeah.
that's a quarter of the guest list. That,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
by
yeah,
pressure,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah,
It doesn't
yeah,
need to be
yeah.
your friends. So that's why I just think, like, he's your friend. Like, that seems like an outside influence that it's not relevant.
No,
like,
but it is though, because he's not necessarily basing whether the friend could come due to, like, if he asks his friend, does she like me, and he says no, he doesn't have to uninvite his friend. He now knows, all right, cool, you could come, but she can't, and he has a reason to say that.
And is that
But
what you
now-
would, is that what you would do?
Yeah, but now he might not come because she's not coming.
Yeah, but that's
That's why
fine.
not
That's
having a
then.
problem.
Yeah,
on
but I'm
him.
gonna be
You're
mad if
putting
I
that on
said
him.
you can come, but now you're turning around and saying you're not coming because she can't come.
Then you know
Then
that
it's
you need to
fuck
cut
both
them
of
both
you.
out. Yeah,
Nah,
then it's
not
fuck
really.
both of you.
What? You
It's
can't.
fuck both of you.
What?
It's fuck both of you.
I'm a adult,
This
bruv.
is a situation where you actually why you shouldn't bring it up because you're then
No.
but no, because then you're now asking him
I
to
love
pick his
this.
boy over his wife.
No.
No.
Yeah,
I
yeah, I am.
He said
No,
that's
no,
what he
this is
just
what
said.
this is
Like-
what women
I'm not.
do.
I'm not
This-
saying
no.
break up with your girl.
She said pick a side.
Pick a side.
Pick a side.
I'm not.
Listen.
I'm not saying break up with your girl. I'm saying if I say come, you better come. If you now don't come, but I've said come because she's not
but
coming.
then as a wife, if you've been uninvited to a wedding, you don't expect your husband to then be going.
No, I do
And that's
because
fair.
it's his
Like,
friend.
that's actually fair.
It's actually his friend, and the reason that I'm not invited is because I don't like him. Why would I want to even go if you've got a friend, yeah, that that you like,
Yeah.
but your man doesn't like, but you go to your friend's wedding and your man doesn't go? Why is that a problem?
Okay, yeah. So on that premise, then you don't need to bring it up because if she doesn't like him, then she won't go.
No, because
She might
right now
come.
she's
She
on
might
the
come,
guest
might
list.
come.
Exactly.
Hey, we've had to cut against this. Same with Paul. She can't come.
It's the cost of
No,
living. There is no
no.
money left. Like,
Then you-
I love
No,
this
no,
shit.
I don't
I'm on a-
agree.
Can I point out they're only invited to the evening bit anyway? So
They're only invited to the evening.
Oh.
bit.
That's like a
Oh, this is
free-for-all,
yeah,
like,
man. Like, then
everyone
are they
comes
even
to
eating?
the
No. I'm riding.
yeah, you don't know.
I'm
You don't
riding.
need to bring
Wait,
it up.
is
I'm
he
riding.
eating?
She's not
Is
taking
he
No.
his
eating?
seat.
Hey,
Space.
No.
they're eating food and drink.
Food doesn't mean that we
No, man. No.
Are you
No.
catering per head?
Ish.
I'm taking a stance. I'm taking a stand right now.
Take it.
Nobody's coming to the wedding if I don't want you there.
Yeah, I hear
Don't.
that.
If I don't like you, you don't like me. No.
I
No.
don't like you if you don't like
Somebody
me.
deserves to be here.
And
I
that's
need to
what the
find
problem
out.
is.
That's the problem,
He needs
though.
to find out. He
No,
actually
no,
needs to
no.
find
You
out.
need to decide.
No, I need
No,
to
no,
find
he
out.
needs to
If she
find
if
out.
she likes me, she can come.
I feel like you're just
Nah,
opening
nah,
a big
nah, that's
pot of
too
worms
reactive.
by
That's too
doing that,
reactive.
man.
name one of your friends. Say there's a friend of yours, and I'm in a group chat with all you and your friends that aren't mine, but I'm in the group chat for whatever reason, and your boy is talking that I don't know very well. I'm probably not going to be the first person to respond to him because it's weird.
No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Just say it was a yes or no question. So
asked
you
her,
not saying
yes.
yes is closer to no, and then him not replying as well is like
Oh, so you asked the question, which was a yes or no question, and you got airtime.
not from everyone, from them two.
Oh, but you asked it
Maybe
to
they
everyone.
will go. Is that
Yeah.
is that the premise of why you think she doesn't like you?
That and some more.
There's other things.
Yeah, there's obviously
other
other
things.
things.
She probably doesn't. She probably doesn't.
She probably doesn't.
Because I reckon when in
And I probably know why.
right, yeah. That's the thing.
Wait, but why? Because what if it's something mad?
It's not. It's
Is she right for not liking you? You don't have to say the issue.
I want to know the issue.
she has grounds.
She has grounds. Okay.
She has grounds. She has grounds.
That
What's
nigga
the
did that
grounds?
shit. He did that shit.
He did.
He did that shit. He did
grounds.
that
We
shit.
can't discuss the grounds.
Nah, see, it makes it too obvious.
Yeah, it's too messy.
It makes
Oh,
it-
okay,
it's-
fair enough.
I
But-
think they know.
Okay, so
'cause-
it's fair. It's fair if she doesn't like you.
It's
If it's fair that she doesn't like
it's
you,
fair and not fair because I haven't invited that other person anyway.
Oh, what, the other person in this
I feel like you
situation?
might
That's
as
the reason why she doesn't like you.
He said,
might as well
he
say
said
it.
it's gonna make it obvious. Man said we're in the group chat. I said something, and
The other
two people
girl, like-
aired me. He said two people aired me.
How many group chats?
You've encroached that whole thing. That group chat is
by
compromised.
process of elimination. We got an answer, homie.
So they don't have any group chats I'm in.
No, man, take matters into your own hands. Be in control.
How many
bruv.
group chats
But
are
if
you lot
you
in?
know she doesn't like you, then
It's
then
50-50.
you shouldn't even really be
Nah,
worried
it's
It could be what
50-50.
Yasmin said on the. I don't feel comfortable being one of the first 5 people to answer, but then when he didn't, I was thinking, what's going on here?
He could have just been busy.
Nah, man.
Sometimes.
Huh?
Yeah, friends don't. I've been trying to
Oh.
push my poetry book for like a month. Like my friends just don't care about poetry.
This is why, yeah.
Yeah.
This
Right.
I
Skin,
love.
like-
I'm on a don't be a menacing, bro. You know the do we have a problem?
Yeah.
I want to know, so I know what to do. Like I know how to treat you accordingly, or what we're on. Because if I don't mind you, then I just at least want to know what's going on there. What's the dynamic we have here?
Yes.
Does your girl like me? She
Yeah.
doesn't. All right, cool. I can decide whether I'm happy to have her here or not. But
Smash space.
me personally, I might take it different because I would think, do I like her? That's my thoughts.
If she likes me, I'm good.
Right. So from that,
I don't not like her. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
her.
yeah.
but he doesn't
You
mind
like
not
her.
minding, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mind not minding. I'm on a vibe of, do I like you, bro? Fuck giving you the opportunity to decide whether you're coming to my wedding. Nah, do I like you? Nah, I don't like you. No. Do you get what I'm saying? So finding out you got a problem just allows you to just know what to do next. Whereas right now, everything's too up in the air. And you don't know whether you're taking something and running with it or whether she was just like, shit, like we had bad reception that day. Like,
yeah, literally.
fuck it. Do we have a problem?
Literally, you have to-
We
you have
don't.
to find
All right,
out.
cool,
You
no
have to
problem.
find out.
That's,
Boys.
I just like to put shit on wax so we can just be clear. That's me though.
I know everything needs to come to the table. Like,
Nah, man, we need that
Brilliant.
table.
like,
Key.
man.
This
when
is
you put things on the
wedding.
table, it becomes a thing. Like, it becomes a point of address.
But some
like,
things need to become a thing.
I don't
Do you know
think
why?
this
Because
does.
Chance the Rapper said something once, yeah, and it's key. He said,
You don't want no problems.
big fella. He said, you can't come to my wedding if you won't be there for my marriage. I'm like,
100%.
I can't have all these people here just for food and drink, and then you don't like me. Nah, I gotta find out.
Does that person
But Chance
care?
ain't all right though either though, because it depends on what culture he's from. He's American. He's just turned Ghanaian recently. Do you know what I mean? He's actually American. But I feel like
He just found his roots.
yeah,
He just
literally,
woke up.
bro. Like
dig
homecoming was
it.
like a day ago. So I think like your wedding actually, especially you guys are all African, right?
Yeah.
Like it's your parents giving you away as well. So there's actually going to be a lot of people at your wedding that you probably don't care about.
Yeah,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but they
not
don't,
just
they don't,
your
they don't
wedding.
not like me.
Yeah, that's
You don't know.
Nah,
you
they
actually don't know.
They don't
like,
like me.
you don't know. I know my dad. He's got friends that are jealous of him. So because of that, they're probably not. I'm not their favorite person in the world, but they're still gonna be at my wedding.
Do you have anyone that doesn't like you that's coming?
No, I have a rule anyway.
What's the
Unless it's on
rule?
your side. Unless you're gonna cry as I walk down the aisle, you don't need to be at my wedding.
Oh, that's not fair.
My family's too big
Fair.
to have everyone.
Unless you're gonna cry.
Process of elimination.
That's the groomsman.
So everybody that's at your
On my
wedding,
side of the wedding, like, who's on my guest-
they need to cry.
like, as
Or
in-
you should get that feeling that they
They
would.
can.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Right, I get
yeah, because I was thinking
that's
that
probably
is
all of them.
mad. Like,
I've got like some of my mum's like cousins or like this person, that person that like I don't see you regularly. Like,
100%,
Like,
100%.
I haven't seen you in what 3 years, or you came to my engagement party in a
Yeah.
stupid leather suit.
wow, that was direct.
that was targeted.
Uncle Larry. Uncle Larry.
Like, oh.
She's
Wow.
on to you. Uncle Larry
My mum
knows.
invited people to our engagement party even that like she hadn't informed me about.
Oh, parents are
So,
the
like, I
wildest,
turned up and
bruv.
seen this person I haven't seen in literally about 8 years. Like, right
You know what?
here.
All right, cool. Just devil's advocate, right? Because I did think
Sorry.
about this when I was getting married, yeah? I was like, oh, these uncles, I ain't seen them in years. Like, they ain't even know what I'm doing or what I'm doing with myself or who my missus is, blah, blah, blah. And then I did think about it that, all right, one is your mum's brethren, yeah? So just let's look at your mum and her brethren. Your mum's brethren has witnessed when she's been pregnant, potentially, or when you was young, you didn't even know how to speak for yourself. She was there. Maybe she might have looked after you, or he might have looked after you, or he might have just been there as emotional support for her, or she might have been there, whatever. So there's a whole relationship that you don't know of. Fair enough, it's your wedding, but there's certain witnesses that would love to be there because they've been there for your parents. And your parents also know you've played an instrumental part in my life. Maybe not in your life.
Yeah.
As the person getting married,
that's fair.
but you played an instrumental part in my life. I want you to witness my kids getting married. Granted, weddings are expensive.
Is that 25
Granted,
per head?
granted, you can say no. You can say no. Fuck that. I don't know them. But there is a side of life which you don't.
I just don't want them there.
You know?
100%
And like, none of these things you said are actual real factors. Like,
for them.
Yeah,
no, like, I know they're just coming for food.
they're just
Right.
coming for vibes.
For vibes.
Fair dues.
Like, and I have my whole thing was like, if you came from my grandmother, like everyone that filters down there, so all my mum's sisters, all my cousins, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And then there's like supplementary people, so like my nana's siblings. But
Yeah.
I can't have all your kids and your grandkids.
Yeah,
No,
100%.
you can't.
100%.
You can't.
You have to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah.
I hear it. I do hear
I get
it.
it to a degree. Like I think
Both
actually,
sides, yeah.
Yeah, because I think like I'm African and Asian, and
Yeah.
on the Asian side especially, like you've got a kid, right?
Yeah.
And you've got boys. So how old's your kid? Was it
I've
girl
got a
or boy?
daughter.
You got a daughter, cool.
Yeah.
And no, you got friends. Sorry. So
Yeah.
imagine these are your friends now. and your daughter's getting married one day, you're gonna want your boys to come and
100%,
see. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Even if they ain't seen her in a
she
while.
might not like them. She might,
And that's fine.
She might not like her uncles.
Yeah,
Do
and
you know
that's
what?
also fine.
Chances are, oftentimes you don't. Like,
don't.
sometimes you
Yeah,
don't like your uncle.
yeah,
do you know
yeah,
what I
You
mean?
don't,
Like,
you don't. Or the uncle wasn't about that much. But
But to you, if your daughter comes and turns around to you and says no, you might feel a type of way. You might, it depends on who you are, but you
Yeah.
might feel a type of way simply because it's like you're leaving my family.
yeah.
And you're joining another family. You're joining another man, essentially, which
Yeah.
means it's a ceremony for me too.
Yeah.
And in Asian culture,
I hear
and
it.
in Southeast Asian culture, it's very much like it's about the kids, but actually,
Especially the woman.
You're leaving my family and going to another. Really, it's about the people that gave birth to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
why Asian weddings are huge. That's why they have 100 ceremonies to spread out the sizes of the family.
Yeah.
Do you know
So
what I mean?
basically,
And I
you
get
don't have a
that.
wedding until you have a child. Because when your child's is having their wedding, that's
Yeah.
yours.
Yeah.
So your wedding ain't even your wedding.
And I kind of get it. Like I've always said, like I'm actually really calm to elope. Like I love romance, I'm a poet, but I'm happy to elope because it's
hear
like
it.
I just want to start my life with my husband. But then
just do
in that
it.
same breath, the wedding is. I know it's not for me.
Yeah.
My parents are giving me away. Do you know what I mean? Let it be a
I wish I
celebration for
could
them.
elope.
How do you feel about that as a woman? Because you're very much like about, women and empowering women and how things are in terms of politics, relationships. Like, how do you feel about that whole construct of marriage and giving away a woman?
I've got a lot of time for tradition as well.
Yeah?
And I think actually, like, if we just look at the biology of it, like, I came from my parents. They were my caretakers. Do you know what I mean? I then go into a marriage where spiritually he is now my leader, and like that's just what it is. Like there's no modernism, there's no progression that's gonna stop the fact that I was once my dad's and now another man I live with. Do you know what I mean? I don't live with my dad anymore. I live with another man. You know, and that's a transition. And I don't think it's like I don't think like being a feminist stops you from that. I think it stops the language you might use to say it.
Yeah.
But ultimately, you move from one man's house to another. Like
Yeah.
I've never heard it put like that.
that's what's happened. There's nothing else has happened. Like,
All right, we've been chatting for about 40 minutes. Let's get intro in.
Yeah, that is very true. My name is Temi Akabi.
I'm Fred Santana.
Got a shooter in the house.
Yeah.
He's wearing all black, so I mean, he ain't thinking. He's
He's
just
ready
shooting.
to elope.
I need to put my
He's just
shades on.
shooting. He ain't thinking about it.
In group
Don't matter
chats,
who you
ignoring
are.
people.
You're getting
I need to
shot.
find out if his girl likes me.
Yeah, honestly, someone getting shot. They go overseas, underseas, or
That
God in
beam
him
on
or
the
name and
scope.
God. Is my
Window
nigga
down
VP in
blowing.
the cut? That's a scary sight.
Yo.
And we got Sophia. Is it THAKUR?
Takur.
THAKUR. Road R.
So have you been writing lately?
I wrote a book.
Yeah.
I wrote my 4th book.
Have you
Four.
had a bestseller?
Yeah. Do you know what the bestseller?
That's
You can drop on a week when no one dropped, innit?
Yeah, do you know what I mean? And alas,
Yes.
you get the 1st of January, you're good. Do you know what I mean? You drop in October, you're as a black person.
15 sales.
it's over,
Everyone sold
drops
4
it.
that week.
Yeah.
Let's
I mean,
go.
literally.
Bestseller that week.
Do you know what? Someone told me the other day in an interview that like the average author sells like 7 books in their lifetime. And that's
What do you
the
mean?
average
Writes or
author.
sells the actual physical copy?
They only sell 7 copies.
Oh yeah.
Average.
Yeah.
That's a mad odd, you
It's
know.
not even some people's households.
Bruv, have you seen how
7 books.
Yeah, and that's the average. Like that's actually the average.
Wow. So what?
It was the average.
What? How?
That's a
So when I
dangerous
say I'm a
game.
bestseller, I'm gonna take it. Like,
Yeah.
that's
That's
an 8.
crazy.
You check Spotify, that's like 56 monthly listens. That's how shit be going in the book world too.
Yeah.
You know? You
Yeah.
might borrow books.
I didn't
Still
know
only
that
sold
average,
one.
but then again, there's a lot of authors though, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
There's
you
a
also,
lot of
like,
authors.
people don't read as much. I feel like when you're young, like you read you're in
Yeah,
school.
you're
Do you know what I
forced
mean?
to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But
You're actually
You're actually
That
forced
is
you're
to.
right, in
Biff and
adult
Chip.
literature, you got an uphill battle, man.
So what's been the progression? What was the first book you wrote about, second, third, and where are you now? What have you been? How's it progressed?
The first one was a poetry collection. The second one was a collection of essays on the history of race in the UK. The third one was a comic book, and then this one's a poetry collection. Again.
Okay, so let's compare the 2 poetry collections. How has the writing evolved, and what's the genres been?
I didn't know what I was doing on my first collection. Like the way that even came about, like I just graduated. A publisher came up to me and she was like, after I performed, she was like, "Tell me you have a collection." obviously, I'm trying to be a full-time poet. I was like, yeah, duh. Of course. I hadn't written a poem. I was going for the maddest writers book. I hadn't written a poem in like 9 months or something. I was like, yeah, I got a collection. And she was like, cool, send me a proposal. I was like, cool, 21, 20, I believe I can do anything. She was like, send it to me on Monday. I'm like, of course. I didn't know what a proposal was, but a proposal is like the whole book, basically. Like you've got to essentially have your idea, quarter of the poems. So that weekend, I didn't even come up for air. Like I wrote everything I had in my head, and then they offered me a book deal. So that one came about like as a glitch, essentially. But this one, I feel like, and I think in that one I learned, like I've just been on the stage for ages. So if there's a point in the poem where I want to show that the person's angry, I can just raise my voice. If I want to have a dramatic pause because I'm trying to remember my line, I can do that. If I want to change the tone, I can do that. But on page, like you got to find words for that. It's like, how do I say I'm raising my voice? Like how do I say my arms moving right now? Well, I'm not a script writer. It's like that don't rhyme. Like you can't always rhyme. He yelled. Do you know what I mean? Belt. Like you can't keep doing it in a poem.
True.
Like that's not a good poem. So yeah, I had to like learn that way. So even now when I read my old collection, I'm like, definitely still learning. But I feel like since I've become a more careful, more delicate writer, I've learned like the language to scream on the page.
What's your handwriting like?
Good question. Fucking fantastic question. Mine is shit.
That's the guy thing though, isn't it? I feel like guys stop
Really?
writing quite
Do you
early.
write in caps?
Yeah. I used to. I had a phase like that. It's a bit gay.
Bare girls did that when I think
Yeah.
about it, you know.
Yeah.
But it made it look neat
But then
though.
there was some letters you'd always put in like lowercase as well.
Like A.
Like an A or like an I or something.
Yeah.
Childish, really.
That is childish.
My handwriting
my
is brazy. I
handwriting's
write like a
creative.
GP.
Yeah. They called it. Oh, what did they call it? There's a word for people that
Chicken
an
scribblers.
academic. They say academics always have bad handwriting.
It's crazy because you need to be reading what your GP says.
Oh my
It's
Oh,
actually
lord.
they write what they want, and then when my GP's boy. Oh, did I tell you like I have to have surgery?
What
Yeah,
in
you
your,
did.
What?
Yeah.
the
On
thing?
my ears, yeah, man.
Really?
Yeah,
For
both
what?
sides. I got some. I don't know. The guy was saying words.
I've got ear things as well. What is it? What do they say?
Like I've got two bumps on the outside of my ear, and then every now and again the inside swells up and pops, and there's like pus just oozing out. It's brazy.
I don't have that.
Yeah.
I just got a basic infection.
I need to get mine flushed out though.
So yeah, they said something in my ear has moved out of place. They need to cut
Right.
it open, either take it out or put it back into place. And yeah, so they're gonna have 2 scars.
Gonna get
Are you gonna get
tattoos over them.
tats?
I don't know. See how the
Where are the
scars
scars
look.
though?
I don't
'Cause
think-
it's like you can just grow
Hair.
sideburns over.
I don't.
it.
They don't grow. My sideburns. I can't get a beard this peak. I've been trying.
I've learned not to.
I've been trying.
So like when you're thinking of how do you weigh up the pros and cons then? Because essentially you're gonna have better hearing or you're just not gonna have this issue.
If it takes away the issue, then
Yeah.
it would
But
be
then
worth it,
like
wouldn't
so
it?
then how do you weigh up the cosmetic side?
It's a scar. It's,
Yeah?
This
You've
is
got a
just my.
wife.
This is just my physical body.
Yeah.
No, I'm gone.
Married and that.
Yeah, when you're married and that,
It's someone
you're
else's issue now.
Yeah, you're
I
gonna have
don't
to look
see
at me,
it.
babe.
I got my soul still, but so cool. The second book you wrote, what was that one again? Sorry.
Do you know, it was a ghost, right? And I keep on talking about it, and I just need to read the contract again because I don't know if I'm going to be getting in trouble every time I talk about it. But it was a collection of essays. Do you know the protester, that black guy that had the white guy over his shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And everyone
Oh
was
my
kind
god,
of
I
like-
know him from being a child, you know.
Oh, you
Like
do?
I used to play football. What age? Maybe it was like 6 or 7. And we used to go Stretton Park, and he was one of the people that was leading the football. And it's like when I saw him, I remembered him because he was always hench.
He's been big forever.
He's always been hench.
I
We
think
used to
for
call him
his children,
Musclehead.
He's like in his 50s or 60s.
What's his name again?
or something.
Patrick?
Hutch.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
I
know
always
him
remember
personally.
Yeah, I wrote his book.
Oh,
So that was the
okay.
second book. Yeah.
Okay.
Always remember Patrick.
Oh, so that.
Wow.
Oh, you ghost right? Okay. I never knew that happens in the book world.
Yeah,
What?
well,
You think
most
people
of
have time
it
to
is.
write
Most
that
of it
book?
is because
Okay.
autobiographies are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
yeah.
that will still come from like the person. He will tell you about. You just build it out.
Oh yeah,
right
I hear what
for
you're
him,
saying. But
you
no,
know?
some of them will give you like the general idea, and you have to make it sound good.
Some of them don't even do that. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
No. So I'm not a professional ghostwriter. I've just done it because it came at a time that I believed in what he was doing.
Yeah.
But I had a conversation with a friend of mine. She's a ghostwriter, and she was like, sometimes in the contract, the most you can get is like a 5-minute phone call with the person, and it's like a 70,000 word book. But they'll say like, go watch the interviews online, go on Wikipedia, watch their films, and you base it on that. But you're writing in first person.
So somebody.
That's normal. Like that's really like you
That's
see. When,
mental.
I'm not gonna say like Gary Lineker because I'm just throwing a name out, but I feel like he's someone who's had like bare autobiographies. But you know the autobiographies you see in like Asda or Sainsbury's, and it's someone that they stay just like churning out
all the
books,
time.
like,
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time.
yeah,
Like, old
yeah.
footballers especially. They're not doing it. They're not writing it.
No, of
Do you know
course
what I mean?
not.
It's,
Of
it's,
course
it's a
not.
lump sum of money. You pay someone like an eighth of that to write your book. So why not? A lot of the time.
Wow.
Yeah, because with the books, it's not like an advance that you have to pay back.
Do
is
they
it?
proofread it though?
Sometimes they don't.
That's
He
brilliant.
did. Like Patrick
Good.
did.
No,
Like,
I've
I spoke to
seen
him
mistakes
weekly,
in
like,
books though. I've seen them sometimes.
My dad read my new collection. He read the introduction, and the first thing he pointed out, the second line, I got his birth year wrong. He thought I got his birth year wrong. We didn't get the poetry of what I was trying to say. Like he was in the belly that year, and then he came out the year after. But to him, he was like, I was born in like '66.
Right.
He
You was
didn't talk to me about any of the
1965.
poems. Didn't talk to me about anything else. He was like, and there's a typo in the thing. I was like, oh, so yeah, it happens.
I wanna draw on something because you said something interesting that you was 21 and them time there you believe you could do anything. So what do you feel like life has done to you now where you may not believe that as much? Like what's changed as you get older? Because a lot of younger audience that, you know, they might feel, I'm going to feel like this forever. But like what happens to us as adults where you just start to feel like, I don't believe I can do all of that, or I'm not as ambitious, or whatever it be.
I think we get tired. Like, I actually just think we get tired. Like, the other day I was in Gambia with my dad's mum, my grandma, and she was telling me about when she was in Russia during communism, and she was a black woman, and it was a horrible time. Like, it was a horrible time, but she's been in the activist space forever. And when she was telling me her story, and she was doing all the things that my dad then did when he came to London that I'm now doing now, it made me just want to put my boots down. Because I just thought, I'm already tired, and I'm obligating myself to something that you've tried, they've tried, and we are still fighting the same things. And arguably we're fighting it worse as well. We're fighting it even in a more lazy way. So I think, like, I definitely think it's
Through
tired.
tweets.
Yeah.
No one ain't even leaving their house to protest.
Bro, and we're like, I was talking to my brother about this the other day. I was talking about one of his colleagues, and she's a white woman, and she was like, there's black rage, and then there's white rage over black stuff, and that rage is different. Like, she was just so passionate, and so like, how can they be doing this to your people? Like, she was angry.
Yeah.
But her whole thing at the time was like, people aren't posting black squares. Like, how dare they not be doing this? And I just thought, look what we've obligated ourselves to. Like, well, we could just turn our phones off. Do you know what I mean? Like, so I think, like, I still think I maintain my optimism of like, I feel like I actually can do anything, but I think now I'm just more selective where I put my energy.
Yeah.
Some things, they don't transpire the way we do. Some things you need collective effort. You don't have it. You
Yeah.
can't do it on your own, you know?
You guys feel tired?
Oh, you see
I
that
think
last line where you
Britain
put your energy
is
is
tired.
key. I'm shifting it. I ain't putting it into other people's things no more. I'm just putting it into us and what we're building.
Yeah.
Like, how can I build something for someone I don't even know the person? I'm talking in subliminals, but you lot know what I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's key. I feel tired, but there's a step that we've made.
Yeah.
I've got a new lease on life, a new energy,
100%.
just ready to go. Like, leaving that behind is going to be amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, man.
I think everyone's tired though. I asked like 3 people outside, how are you? They're like, oh, one person said, I've got my 13th reason why. Some person said,
13th reason why? Wow.
I know a lot of people are fucking close,
No,
bro.
I saw somebody.
No,
What does that term mean?
It's,
I've heard that
remember
before,
the
but-
13 Reasons Why on Netflix, and then she committed suicide.
Trigger
I didn't
warning.
watch
Trigger
that.
warning.
Oh, okay, but yeah, trigger warning. But somebody said there's like,
trigger warning.
I don't remember how many seasons, but it's like at this point there's been 52 reasons. Bro.
That's 13 every episode.
Like, people are extremely ready and displaced, boy. It's wild the point that we're at. But book 3, the comic book.
Yeah,
What was
that
it
sounds
about?
very interesting.
Very
What was that about?
Superhero.
Superheroes, yeah.
Was it
the
your
Swords.
idea or was it somebody else's?
It was the Murky team's idea.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'd actually had I mean, they didn't know this. I can't even really take credit, but I had actually had the idea prior. But yeah, like they just said like we had this idea of like turning successful young black people in the UK and one Asian into superheroes. And that was it. Like, that was basically the book.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a fun one.
Representation-wise, like, what's that been like in terms of on the book side? Because we always hear about it in terms of music. Like, oh, you know, music managers or labels. Like, what's the kind of, not madness that goes on there, but what's the politics that happens in book writing or things that you have to be careful of?
It's the financial politics. Because I think I look around me and like everyone I know is a black author. Like I've got most of the authors I know that are like churning out books are black authors. Yeah. And we're all really we're celebrating and we're happy about it. But because we're so fresh in this industry of like mainstream publishing, there was a hashtag not too long ago, like paid in publishing or something like that, where people were finally speaking out about how much they got for their advances. And how it works with books is like you negotiate in advance, you write the book, they sell a number of copies. Let's say your advance is like £10, every book's £1. Once you've sold 10 books, like then you start getting your royalties. Right. That's how it works in like thing. But they don't. It's not like music where they then say we need you to recoup the money. We're going to get you on TikTok. That's why you see it. Do you know what I mean? So it's they're a bit more graceful in publishing. They're not going to throw you to like. They're not going to say like do this to recoup it as such. But then they had this hashtag which was like, what are people getting paid? And black authors, like let's say they'd write like 100,000 word book, which is like a thick book, like it's like a Bible, like a big book. Yeah. And they're getting paid like £2,000 advances. If the book doesn't do well, that's the end of their publishing thing. Like they're not hearing from any other publisher. White authors getting paid all kinds of money for their first advances. The book's not doing anything at all, and they're getting a second chance option. So they're already getting more money and they're getting second chances. And that was something, the story was told over and over and over again in different situations. Wow. But because we don't necessarily have we do have people in the publishing industry, but a lot of the time they're not in acquisitions. Mm-hmm. So no one knew. Like I didn't know. If I knew what I knew now.
Oh yeah. No. Honestly, yeah. I'm gonna say some real shit. Everyone needs to start to. If you're working, talk about your salaries.
100%.
Talk about your salaries, because that shit allowed me to earn way more once me and my brethren actually sat down and was like, we do the same jobs. How much are you getting paid? Be like, you're getting paid that. We're doing the same thing. All right, cool. I'm going to go speak to him. Or man will say, bro, don't undervalue yourself because out there, these people are getting that. Yeah. All right, cool. Now I know how I'm going in to negotiate. But once we had transparency, forgetting about, who earns more, who earns less, we can all earn more. Forget about your pride and your ego. I might earn less, but if I know that I'm earning less, then I'll be like, I need to earn more. Do you get what I'm saying?
I know where to reach.
Yeah. Because I agree. I actually agree with you, and I think salary transparency is important. But I've recently been met with a situation where everything I thought I believed in, I'm like, ooh, like,
that's tough.
Yeah, because if like we're all part of the same group, same collective, whatever. Yeah. And the team that's looking after us, they have one budget, right? And I've negotiated my budget. Everyone's asking, like, what did you get paid? What did you get paid? But you know that, let's say they only have £10, you're all picking from those £10. If I negotiate harder and I get £7, there's £3 for the rest of you. I can't now have that conversation with you. Because that was fruit of my own hands. You're not getting paid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No,
I hear that. No, because there's a budget.
They only have one budget. Like,
that becomes a hard conversation to have with somebody.
I always try and be transparent, but like, this is the first time I was like, oh crap, like, if I continue pushing this conversation, they go back to their agents, and their agents are like, this person got paid X, Y, Z in a more tasteful way. Yeah. It's going to come out of this other budget. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes there's actually no more money.
Like, yeah. I hear that. That's a difficult one. Yeah, in that sense, it's up to you if you want to be transparent, because maybe it might mess up your bag. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they might be like, oh, like, Sophia's been out here talking about her salary or how much she's got paid or her advance. I don't know how that works in that world. But I know when you're transparent, it allows everyone to kind of have a chance of,
understanding what's
that equal
available.
Pay, or it just gives everyone a platform to be like, okay, I've got the knowledge, so it's up to me what I want to do with it. But I would just say anyone that's working amongst your brethrens, even if they're not doing, like, just ask, how much do you get paid? I get paid this. How much do you get paid? Because you really start to understand. Not everyone, they will even tell you, don't talk about salaries. I used to think everyone gets paid the same. I just used to think, we're doing the same job, we must get paid the same. What? When you hear how much some people are getting for the same thing or less,
I think lockdown did
man will be a junior, you'll be a senior, and he's earning more.
Because you saw people's houses on Zoom. I think that's what it was. Like, a lot of my friends, they were like, suddenly we're on Zoom and I'm seeing this guy's in a conservatory.
Oh,
but we do the same job. They were like, what?
Conservatory, bro.
Like,
how do you get that? It's super important. I think it puts you in so much of a position of power. Like, don't allow employers to stop you from understanding what they're doing to you, because you're
Yeah.
all under the same roof, but you're not getting treated the same, and it allows you to at least understand. It's up to you what you want to do with it, but I think you should at least be aware that, all right, how much is my brethren getting paid, or how much is this person getting paid, and then do what you want with it.
Yeah.
But it's really powerful. It's really empowering. I wanted to get onto something that I actually learned, that I read into this week, and it's to do with the. I don't know if you guys knew about the shooting in Buffalo. Where the guy went to, I think it was like a shopping mall, and he just, I think 13 people died or so. It wasn't like a mass shooting, but it was a shooting. The guy was from New York. He drove like 200 miles to Buffalo to go and do the shooting. But there was a guy in particular that was killed, called Aaron Salter, and he's like an ex-police officer. I think he's like a security guard for one of his son's shops there. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But he was, he tried to defend, of course, but he ended up dying. And they found out that, like, let's say 2015, this guy was trying to, he's mad into science. He's into electrolysis.
Oh, yes.
Which is to do with separating hydrogen from oxygen in water, basically. And he was using it to power cars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, I've heard.
Right.
That. Yeah.
So he actually showed in 2015 he was running a car off no fuel and just off hydrogen, and he actually registered the patent and all that kind of stuff in his name. He said he was going to do 4 experiments, like one with hydrogen, one with electrolysis, one with and you saw the car running off hydrogen, innit? He's registered the patents, and there's a theory, again, this is why I wanted to talk about it. There's a theory that this guy, is a hit.
Yeah.
And he drove 200 miles to Buffalo from New York. Like, if you was just...
Like, there's no motive behind
it.
it.
It's very strange. Like, the behavior of that shooting was very strange. It wasn't just local. There wasn't any particular person that he had an issue with. It's not like a school where, you treated me wrong, or, I don't like these teachers, I don't like this establishment. He went to Buffalo, and amongst the people that were killed, this guy was killed. But he came out there were certain things that he actually said.
The shooter.
The shooter posted something which is a mad thing as well. A conspiracy theory which is about replacement, and he believes that the more people are breeding, they're trying to replace white people and then replace the vote. So they're trying to get majority vote. That's why they're actually breeding, if that makes sense.
Breeding who?
Like, so basically, hold on, wait, I'll get it right. So the theory that immigrants or people of color will replace white people in the country in order to outvote them and replace them racially. Like, he posted something on his Facebook.
Oh, okay, got you.
Called something like the replacement theory, like 180 pages or something. He posted that up there. And so that's what he actually believed. But why has he gone 200 miles to Buffalo? It's very strange. Like, it's very strange that he's gone that far to go do the shooting. Cause
Wait, was the guy white or black?
Yeah. He even, like, he would make sure he doesn't shoot white people in the shooting. Like, he filmed it.
I meant
It was live.
the guy that...
The guy that died?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's black.
He's black.
Black
Okay.
guy. So he said, what did he say? He actually came out and he said, I'm always working on my vehicles and on my projects running engines on water for the last 4 years or so. I would like to realize my dream of getting cars to run off water using my newly discovered energy source someday. So, like, he was very vocal about what he's trying to do. Do you think that it's feasible that this guy could have
Been hit?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, of course it is.
You think it's feasible?
Yeah, of course. That is a whole
Open and closed case.
oil conglomerate that could be in trouble if we discover that we can really, really run our cars off water. Like, that's the economy. Like if you think about these countries that are wealthy, oil is one of the major sources of their income. So if you now say, okay, we don't need as much because we can actually run our vehicles and planes and this and that off water, they have to change their whole business structure in order to...
Well, the price of water will be crazy.
The
Be
price of water will
mad.
be peaked, though. So I don't know if this is actually
It'll be very, very mad.
the best thing to do.
What do you think, Sophia?
I think potentially.
Yeah.
I think like mass killings have been. There's so much. I don't want to say it just because like.
Yeah.
I don't want to say just because. It
Yeah.
sounds
Right now, we're just saying,
Yeah,
do you think
I think
do you think it's
plausible.
feasible?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
like-
plausible.
Just because the reason I say it is because I think historically, like, there's been even just like when you think of like the 1919 lynchings, for example, there's been so many situations where a FBI person or someone in some kind of government situation has been planted inside the activist camp and convinced the activist and supplied arms and supplied weapons for this group of activists to then try and take down government, and then they all get killed. That's happened like so many times when it comes to the black-white conflict as well. And obviously we're in a water crisis right now. Like, water's so expensive. Like, water's one of the best investments you could have had a long time ago, because there's no water left. Like, there's actually no more water left.
I watched something years ago
It's
about
feasible.
that we're running out of water, or the rate at which we use water because of food production, clothes production, all these things. Like, we use water in bare things.
That's why sustainability in fashion is such a big deal right now.
But I think we've been run out of water. Like, it's not even, obviously, like the planet is like 90% water, but it's the water that we can actually drink.
Use,
Yeah.
It's very, very minuscule.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very good investment if you've had it.
So my question is, from that, if you had the keys to setting free the generation of whatever it is, like you got some like serious intel or information, but you know that it will kill you, would you come out in public and say it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
I mean, what's the information?
It
So
could be.
But
It could be
I
something
can-
that you know you can get in trouble for.
And with the information, like, save a lot of people.
Yeah.
What would you say?
I think being as paranoid as I am, I would probably find somebody else to say it. I wouldn't say it publicly, but I would spread it amongst my local. Do you know what I mean? So eventually the source, I'm hoping it won't come back to me, innit? Like, I could say, oh, by the way, I heard.
Yeah.
So until the FBI come to me and be like, who did you hear it from? And I'll be like, bruv, it was a nitty. You know what I mean? Like, because them
Preach
man there, they
outside
say
Morrison's.
anything.
That boy were preaching.
You could have heard it on the streets.
I'm spilling the beans. Let's get
everything.
into it. Yeah, man, let's get
are
into
you
it,
are
man.
you championing it and leading the cause though?
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Would you definitely die? I don't know. I feel like people say pretty revolutionary stuff every day, though. To be honest, like,
They
it's just
do.
where you say it, really.
And how much traction it gets. Because
So
if it
this one is
starts,
guaranteed. Like, if you say it,
Like-
like, you're
change
changing the
you're
world.
gonna
You
get
know
changing the
that
world.
some powerful people are going to be angry.
yeah.
You don't know whether they'll kill you, but you know that blackballed minimum.
I mean, that's essentially, if you know that you're like, you could potentially die, that's suicide, and I'm
It
Christian,
is.
so
It is.
you know what I mean.
Mm.
So I don't think I would, but not because I wouldn't want to, but because
Yeah.
of my faith.
Self-preservation,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
As a
And
human.
also, I feel like you can do more. Like, there's tactful ways to go about things.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like you can do more whilst you're around with the information you have.
Yeah, I
than
definitely
go
won't
down
say
the martyr
nothing.
and then everyone forgets about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't say anything if I didn't have a plan as well. Because
Yeah.
some people will speak on a matter and be like, yeah, man, we need to do this. It's like, okay, how are we going to do it? I don't know yet, but we need to do it. It's like, bro, why do you even speak? Like, there's
Okay,
no
cool.
point.
I've got one. They've got you down, yeah, but you're still alive. Something's happened. Whoever they is, they've got you down. You're in hospital, yeah? Your daughter or your son says, I know, I've been watching everything you've been doing. Dad or mum, if you die, I'm going to continue it.
No,
Your last dying words, would you
Do
tell
not.
them to continue?
nah.
Or you tell them, no, don't continue?
I would tell them no as a parent, but I'd also know as a parent that they've watched, they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know, if that's the
Yeah,
reason
yeah, yeah.
I die, they're going to do it. Nothing I say is going to
Facts.
change that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd say no because it's the right thing to do.
Yes. Yeah. But in heaven,
It's that
I'll be
rule of
watching
like,
to
what-
see
what-
how
like,
much did
what-
you
what
really
cop-outs?
love me.
I like the direction it went. What are we sending our kids out here to do? Just be robots. One guy, if I've got legacy, run with that. And if it's something that's world changing and they killed me because of it, I don't want you to not do nothing after that. Avenge me, my
I just
guy.
don't want you to
Avenge me.
avenge me.
What the heck?
I hear it.
That.
Avenge me.
I do hear it though. Like, you're trying to preserve one life, but maybe
What are we on this world for? To abide by their thing the whole time. We have an opportunity to change something, and
Death is promised. you know?
Yeah, we're worried
is,
about
it is.
dying. We gonna do that anyway.
Not worried about it. I just know if I can avoid it, I will.
You can't.
No, I can't. As in, like,
For as long as
You can't.
I can. Like, I will live. As in, like, if I know, like Sophia was saying, it's suicide if I say this. If I can
Bruv,
avoid
God
suicide,
has entrusted
I will.
you with a task, and you're here saying, "I just want to stay on Earth."
I'd find a way. I'd just be tactful. Like
That's
you
what
said,
I'm
I'd be
saying.
Yeah,
tactful.
It's
find
not
a
that I
way.
won't do nothing about it, but
But
how much? That's the thing. I never know how much impacts my death might have. Do you know what I mean? So
I'm
that's
curious
another
about
thing.
that as well.
That's always a
Been
thing.
curious
That's
about
yeah.
Oh, that's a bit morbid.
Not in,
No,
a,
no.
not in a dark way. I can't wait to die. Like not like that. Just
But, like,
like
are things gonna
who's
miss
gonna
me?
come? Like who's gonna write the obituary if not me?
Yeah.
Say
And it's like
ghostwriters.
what like you're saying, the legacy
free
that you
writers.
leave behind, is my death gonna cause laws to be changed? Because
so.
if not, then it's
you didn't fulfill the task.
exactly. That's
So
what I'm
you was
saying. So that
tiptoeing, go
means
all out.
No, that's what I'm saying. Being tactful about it before you get to the point where you're at the front of the queue shouting, saying it's me. You need to at least have had enough impact leading up to that point. Do you know what I'm saying? So when something does happen, now everybody's like, hold on, how did you dead off my man? But if you jumped out the window from early, you ain't even set the groundwork yet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you haven't laid the groundwork for anybody to be like, oh yeah, nah, they actually did him off.
Will you lay it?
Would I lay it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Being tactful. Yeah,
I like when he does that. You know, you ask him a question, you say, "Will I do
because
that?"
I need to make sure.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That's all the time.
Can I throw a spanner in the works? It's interesting.
Go
like,
for it.
Two situations. So it's two sons that died. So Chris Carber, I was at the protest the other day,
Yeah.
and I was right behind his mum and his auntie, and like the sound of their wailing, like the sound of their pain,
Yeah.
and then when like the cousins or the brothers start speaking, their whole thing is how we're going to channel our pain is we're not going to let our son die in vain. Like you said, let the death not be a waste. I've got another very good friend of mine who passed away, Alex, and I'm really good with his mum. And after maybe like 2-3 years of really trying to, he did a lot like in the politics space. After 2-3 years of really trying to push the agenda that he was trying to push for, which is like more tailored stop and searches, or just like minimize stop and searches, or be more like use your head when you're doing it kind of thing, or use actual like reason when you're doing it. And he really fought for that because of his upbringing, and she started to really fight for it as well. And then after like 2-3 years, she was just like, she has not grieved. She hasn't let herself grieve. Like all she's been doing is fighting, to the point where every time she remembers her son is dead, she re-grieves again and again and again and again and again. And so she stopped. She was like, it's time for me to grieve. Like it's time for me to relearn my son as someone who has passed away. Do you know what I mean? And I think both are true. But then, if you constantly live for a dead person, let's say your parents, you too have died. You know, like. You know, maybe.
Oh man.
Maybe. Not to be dark, but like.
Damn.
Are you guys scared of death?
I'm scared of how I'll die. I'm not scared of death.
Because I know it's coming.
Yeah, I'm not scared of death. I just don't want to die in a painful way. I don't want to die screaming. I don't want to die in a painful way. I just want to go. Even though, like, you know, people might pass in their sleep, we don't know the kind of pain they might have went through. We just know we got there and, you know, they didn't wake up.
Are you scared of life?
No.
Life is scary.
Nah, I'm not scared anymore, man. It's just I'm just not scared anymore.
Nah.
Sound like Macaulay Culkin. I'm not afraid anymore.
I'm going for it now. I'm not
Yeah,
afraid
yeah.
of I'm not afraid of death. Yeah, it's just the way I go. That's the only thing that I really want
I never think about
to
that
control. The way I go. Please don't let me go out burning or like where I feel the whole process of me dying. Like
Yeah, but then you'll be
drowning
dead.
but I don't want to see it coming. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh, I hear you.
I don't want it to be like I can actually think, shit, I'm dying, I'm drowning, I'm burning. Like I don't want to go out like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So, what year was you born in?
96.
Okay, you qualify. Well, basically, we're gonna test your general knowledge of the 90s.
Yeah.
We got a young trivia section. It's tough.
Okay.
I think
Very difficult.
Purcell got 0 out of 10.
Yeah.
Henchy would get like 3, 2,
He
3.
went up to 3, yes.
Yeah.
Erica did a good job. I'll tell you the rules when it comes to it. But before we do that, so how long ago did your book drop?
It's out next week, 3rd of November.
Okay, this episode will come out around that time.
Yeah,
Around
around that time, maybe a
yeah.
week later or so, maybe.
A week
yeah.
later, 7th.
No.
Oh no, this one's after.
Cool. It should be
Yeah,
around
yeah,
that time.
yeah.
So the book's out November 3. One thing I want to talk about. How did Black History Month feel for you guys?
Quick.
Man, it was very quick. I feel like only just the other day when we did the event, shout out Translate Culture, that's the point where I felt, rah, Black History. And it wasn't necessarily about Black History, but I felt, rah.
Do you know how much better that one felt? That it wasn't them brands that were doing it. It was ourselves.
Yeah.
I hate when they get involved, bruv.
Yeah.
And it just incorrectly. Like you
Yeah,
get
it should be
involved.
genuine.
You get involved with a budget.
Yeah.
Maybe, man.
Yeah.
But I went to this thing with someone invited, and it was 3 short films. One was about plantain, one was about autism, and the first was about the black nod. Do you know what that? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
right then, I
yeah.
like you guys. You know what the black nod? Yeah. Oh, right then. Yeah. I feel like I know man them do it. The girls.
That's a fucking good
No,
question.
I think girls just smile at each other. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
but
do.
really?
I've never
But
seen
you
it.
acknowledge.
Yeah. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes.
Like I feel girls are more stush than man them. Like
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But who do you nod to?
man them. I just
But do you nod only when you know them?
nah.
Okay, cool.
I nod at people. Like sometimes it's like I see you, see me.
Yeah.
Oh, you're healthy. No one's trouble. Like be
Yeah.
safe. Go
Yeah,
about your
yeah.
day. Boom, boom, boom. Because remember back in the day, like man would just be on the bus riding past another bus, screwed out of a school, jump off,
Jump
you could get
off.
it cracking.
What?
Like now it's like we 24 plus and we're still alive and you're going to work. We're making money. Like we're healthy. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like the way it's changed is crazy.
Yeah.
Like man is black nodding.
Yeah.
It's like nah, man. It's like what it means to different people is like it's just different, innit? But it's the
Yeah.
same because it's the same gesture.
It's an acknowledgement. Like, you're black, I'm black. I see you, bro. Like, you know what? I would love, if everybody just nods at like 4 people today, whenever you see this, or this week. And then, if you see someone nod at you, say, do you listen to the 90s Baby Show? And I just want to see if someone says, "Oi, I nodded at someone. They listen to the show too." Like, you know what I'm
That would
saying?
that's an
Or if
interesting
not, you just
experiment.
promoted the show.
And
Yeah,
then you
that's
say,
an
"Oh, get
interesting
your
one.
live show tickets."
Yeah.
the description.
Start
Then you say, "Are you
start nodding.
single?" Oh yeah, there's dating. There's a dating event too.
Yeah, so this got thrown in my group chat the other day.
The
this
speed
dating
dating
event.
Oh
Yeah, but people, no, people weren't scared. I'm not going to say that, but they were scared of like bumping into people they know, and then obviously you don't have to address we're all this single.
Yeah.
Your head too. Yeah, man.
But then I don't know, like it's not going to be like, I don't know, what would it be like?
It's gonna be
it'll be
fun.
cool,
I
it'll be
think
fun.
the over 25s are all sold out now. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I think,
What?
yeah.
You know what's funny? What people need to understand is when you're single, everybody knows it. We know you're single.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? You didn't. It's not the dating event that made you single. We knew you were single before that. You're trying to do something about it, and I think that we need to understand, whether it be in the community or in the world, that doing something about something is a good thing.
It is.
If you think, oh, there's something wrong, get therapy. There's nothing wrong with addressing an issue. We're coming full circle. Addressing an issue. If there's conflict, if there's nothing wrong with addressing it and accepting. Okay, this is a problem, or this is an issue. Let me try and solve it. And if you think that dating is an issue for you, and you want to be in a place where people are ready to date, go to a dating event. Why not? People are of the similar ilk or mindset in that room. It's not just, I'm sitting down at a bar, I don't feel like being approached, and the guy's like, yo, I want to date you. It's like, everyone here is ready to talk. Let me mingle. Let me see how it goes. Give it a shot.
It's good. I think it's a good thing that you're doing, man.
Should we dive into trivia? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's
do
go.
our trivia.
Ready, yeah. Let me read you your rights.
Don't come and embarrass me, guys.
Oi.
Don't come and embarrass
I've
yourself.
made it really
People
easy
from '96
this
always get this stick. They always say like you're not even.
You're
really,
lucky you're not
really-
97.
Yeah,
That's where we give stick. All right, boom. So, trivia. Was that the 90s? That's not an indication that every answer happened or every question is from the 90s or every answer is in the 90s. It could be out of the 90s. But was it the 90s? All right, so boom. You get to your lifelines. You can phone somebody, but they can't use Google. And they have 10 seconds from when they pick up to give you the answer. So after you've asked them the question, they got 10 seconds. They can, I think it's after 10 seconds, that's it. You got one multiple choice. So if you're struggling, you say, I need multiple choice. We'll read you a couple of options and you can pick from one of them. or you have Ask a 90s Baby. So you can ask one of the two people that didn't ask you the question, and we can try and help you. It doesn't mean we're going to get it right. That's a new one. That's a new one. The final question is worth 10 points, and you can pick out of the three of us who asked you the question.
Okay.
So depending on how hard we've made it in the build-up, you can then say, yeah, I want Dennis, I want Tem, I want Fred. Who do you want to kick things off?
Go on.
Yeah? All right, then. Let's see what we have here.
But then wouldn't you know the answers if I asked someone else to ask a question?
No, I don't know what questions they have.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay, let's start. Which actress played Buffy the Vampire Slayer in the 1997 drama series?
That's hard. That is hard.
It was one of those like Hilary Duffs or like Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
This came out a year after you was born.
That's a tough
know.
one.
I don't actually.
you ever watch it?
You've got lifelines. You could phone a friend. You could ask a 90s Baby, or you could get multiple
My
choice.
mum didn't let me watch that kind of stuff. I wasn't interested in
You
that.
can guess.
Let me get multiple choice.
You want multiple choice, yeah?
Do I only get to choose these things once?
Yeah.
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 That's up
And
to
can I
you.
skip?
Skip
You
means
just might as
don't
well just
go a
say
minus point.
just someone's
Yeah.
name.
No. You can skip, because if you skip, that means you don't get a minus point.
Yeah, I'll skip.
No, there's no skip.
You took away skip?
Yeah, I didn't say skip in the
Why?
rules. It's gone.
Skip
Buffy
was
the
a good
Vampire- I
one.
can
That was
see
a
her
good one.
face.
Skip is gone.
Is
Nah,
it-
bring back skip.
You
Bring
can't
that
have
skip,
four
man.
rules. You
You
can't
can't-
have four
you
lives.
I'll guess. Hilary Duff. No. Okay, who is it?
It was Sarah Michelle Gellar.
See, I don't know who that is anyway.
No.
Nah, yeah, she
Alright.
hasn't even really
No.
been in much.
Who was the Prime Minister in 1998?
She's probably been acting her whole life.
They did hella series, you know. Who was the
Maybe
Prime
better.
Minister in 1998?
Prime Minister 1998.
You didn't take it easy.
You
You
didn't
didn't
at
take
all.
it easy.
In 98.
Ah, you was two. I'm sorry. We was a bit older.
Was it Thatcher?
Who?
Thatcher.
No.
She's the oldest one I know, man.
Tony Blair.
I would have guessed that, but I thought if he would have been a little bit later on.
Tony,
Yeah,
you're
he
thinking
does seem
David
a
Cameron
bit
was
more-
after, right? I think so. All right. Question
No,
3.
it was Brown.
Oh, I forgot about Gordon.
Yeah, Gordon Brown.
He wasn't
Crazy.
that long though, is he?
Nah, he wasn't.
Can I make this easier for you? I hope so.
In comparison to, like, recently.
Do you know J-Lo?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Then we'll miss that one. What is LL Cool J's real name?
Oh my god, nah, you're
Yeah,
taking the
Cool J's-
Mikeys.
LL Cool J's real name.
I thought he was gonna say, what does
Can I call-
LL stand for?
Can I call a friend?
Yeah, sure.
call a friend?
Sure.
You have to call someone knowledgeable. Call your intelligent.
Does it still have to be a member of the opposite sex?
Yeah, you have to. They have to be of the opposite sex. Who will know?
LL Cool J's real name. I know who would know.
Cool. Let's see how this goes.
Damn, this is great. I feel like I need harder questions. Like,
I got some good ones. We have to do loudspeaker as well, please.
It's glitchy, but alright.
Oh, it's Pete.
ring it out.
That
Won the
chat.
5th one.
It's not going well, mate.
Damn, son.
Oh!
You're on your own
You're
now.
on your own.
You're on your
LL
own.
Cool J. Lucas? Lucian?
He
Lewis?
looks a bit like a Lucian still.
Yeah, like a...
Remember, LL stands for ladies love.
Yeah, yeah.
So
It's
J
not his
is the
real name.
biggest
J.
clue.
Jason.
Close.
James.
Yes.
Can I call him back? Like,
Sure.
He's in church. It's actually Sunday. Like,
she played church.
deep.
It's James Todd Smith.
James
never
Todd.
knew
Oh,
that.
yeah, I remember
James
that. I
Todd
remember
Smith.
that. I actually
I
read his
did
book.
not
He had
know
a
that.
good book. That was a good autobiography.
So we'll go over to Dennis next.
He might not have fucking written that when you think about it.
Okay.
It's a good book that he didn't write.
All right, cool. Where's my thing? Not
I'm like
happening?
0 for 0. Right?
0 for 0. Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay.
Who else got 0?
Almost everybody.
Yeah. But you're on minus, so what's your minus?
Oh,
three?
we give it -3.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So.
You have to work your way back
-3.
up. The last one's 10 points, so you can
What
still
kind of
end.
no games work like that?
This game works like that.
Missing a jump shot and you're on minus points.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we'll change the rules
you're-
never.
You're dealing with conflict right now.
Yeah.
Insane.
Okay, my first question is, which church contains Poets Corner?
Man said it easy, you know.
Which
I never said this
church?
one was easy.
Oh, okay,
the
cool.
other ones are.
Which
Yeah.
church contains Poets Corner?
Yeah.
As in, not Poets Corner, as in the Poets Corner.
Not the Poets Corner.
Not poet.
No.
Poet.
No, Poets Corner is Hyde Park, right?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not that one. Which church
Jeez.
Like what?
contains?
Like what denomination?
What he's doing.
Like what denomination?
No,
is the
what church?
You lot.
There's
Is
a
this
church.
is this what happens when you get the chance to write questions?
She's a poet. I thought, let me do She might know.
Supposed to know your history. This is a history question.
Woo!
This ain't religion.
What church
Woo.
contains Poets Corner?
You can just say
It's
you
a
don't know.
Hyde
church.
Park. I could call every poet I know on the phone right now, and no one would have the answer.
That's
You
fine.
could get multiple choice because that's what you have.
Let me get
available.
multiple choice.
Yeah, at this point, you
How
need
many
to use them
questions have I got
lifelines.
You've got 6 questions.
Let me get that multiple choice.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is it the Vatican? Is it St. Paul's Cathedral? Is it Westminster Abbey? Or is it
This guy's made it so
no,
obvious.
Sorry. Because I was trying to think of the name
Oh my
of the church
God.
of stagnation. But I didn't have a building, so okay, or is it Potter's
the
House?
Mondrian.
Is it St. Paul's?
No, it's not.
Is it Westminster?
It is Westminster, unfortunately.
Really?
You
That's
gave me
crazy.
your
So
answer
Poets
already.
Corner is a church.
There's a Poets Corner in Westminster Abbey.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
would
That's
have said
question
Hyde
one.
Park, bruv.
Wow.
Okay. Okay, so the next question, a bit easier. Who lost part of his ear to the teeth of Mike Tyson in 1997?
I thought you were going to say in the Bible story.
Mike Tyson in the Bible. Book of Mike. Yeah.
Who lost part of their ear?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Now, you can ask a
I'm
90s
gonna
baby.
Ask, I'm gonna ask.
You wanna ask me?
Yeah. Was it something Holyfield?
Okay.
Yeah. Should we give it to?
Oh, we need the
Okay.
Holyfield.
Okay.
People call him Holyfield.
Yeah, that's what I'm
that's
saying.
lovely,
I'll give it
that's
to. I'll
lovely.
give it to you. On
Yeah,
that.
we give it.
Yeah, I'll give it to
no
that.
problem.
Okay.
Back to minus 3.
Well done. Well done.
Evander.
Evander.
Yeah, Vander Holyfield. Okay. Cool. Okay, yeah. My next question is, who has the 4th verse on 21 Seconds by Soul Solid Crew?
That's a good question. Oh,
You
good
just
one.
sing it in your head or sing it out
But
loud.
you might fuck it up, you know.
The 4th verse. This is also according to.
Oh no, I'm even skipping.
Is
Shit.
according to Genius. So this is.
Oh my god, and I've got into 2, then
I
chorus,
don't even want to ask anyone.
then
So if they get it wrong, am I back down to -4?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, I ain't got it, so don't
oh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wait, hold on.
I don't know the order they come in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, wait.
I actually don't know.
Oh, I know.
You know.
It could be,
I know.
It could be 1 and 3 in my head, boy.
Yes, I
Yeah,
know,
no,
I
for
know,
real.
I know now.
Do you want to ask him or
Yeah.
you're gonna ask your
Yeah.
90s baby now?
Unless you're trolling me.
No, I'm not trolling you.
Yeah, ask them.
I'm not 100%, but I know.
Okay.
Scat D.
No.
Is it not?
No.
Romeo.
No.
No.
Harvey.
Harvey.
Harvey, are you sure?
According to thing, verse 4, Harvey.
No.
What do you mean? What do
man.
you mean? No.
No.
So who is it then?
man. Look,
I
first,
said according
first is
to
Mega
Genius.
Man.
Yes.
First is Mega Man.
Yeah.
Then it's Asher D.
Yeah.
Then it's a chorus. Is it not chorus? Is it not?
Then it's Mac. Then it's a chorus.
Then it's Mac. Ah.
Then it's a chorus.
Bridge.
And then there's Lisa Mafia, right?
No, she's after.
He said 4.
And then it's Scatzy after.
So how have we got Harvey as 4?
Because he's 4.
That's what it says.
There's 3 verses. Mac is the 3rd verse. Then there's the chorus and then a bridge.
And then
Oh,
Harvey's
there's
next.
a bridge.
If you look
Oh,
at
it's
the-
a bridge.
Technically, it's the 6th person to make noise, but it's the fourth verse, and that was the question.
Yes.
When I wanna low.
But even
When I
when
wanna
you said
low.
Scatty
Hype it up. Oh,
Yeah,
don't get in the. No, it's not. Romeo's the last person to rap.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is. Nobody comes after Romeo, bro. It is not that late.
I gotta say.
I'm telling you, Lisa Mafia, Scat D, don't snitch. They're gonna get me. It's Scat D, bro.
Well, according to Genius,
We got bumps. We got bumps.
should I change the question?
Yeah, man.
We got bumped.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm still on like -2.
Let's move on to Tem. We'll see where we spin the coop. Go on,
Okay,
Tem.
cool.
Right. I got you. What are the names of Harry Potter's two friends in Harry Potter?
Oh, that's nice.
Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley.
Well
There you
done.
go.
Well done. We got a point there.
Yeah.
We got
Minus
a point there.
Are you keeping score?
-1.
Okay. -1?
What is? Who is the most successful author up to date?
J.K. Rowling.
Wrong.
Really? Who is it?
T.R. Tolkien. What's his name?
It's William Shakespeare.
Oh, sweat. What?
Wow.
Well, that's a few people though. That's not one person.
Who? William Shakespeare's a few people.
Yeah.
Apparently, people wrote for him. However,
And you said author. You didn't say collective. Not
William
that I know J.K. Rowling's
Shakespeare
like the
is
correct answer, but
is
J.K.
the
Rowling
collective.
is wrong regardless. He's not.
who is it then? Who is
So
it?
who's next on the list?
I mean, who's next on the list? The answer is William Shakespeare, bro.
No, he's not an author. That's singular.
Nah, you're trying to. No.
What do you mean no? That's not the answer to your question.
That's the answer to my question.
Well,
I
this
have-
is Scat D all over again, and
No,
you have
no,
things
no.
to say.
No.
Yeah.
William Shakespeare is the most successful author. 2 billion copies plus.
I'm on -1 because he's the collective.
Right. My third one is. What is the name of Ash's two friends in Pokemon?
Oh, I know. Yeah,
Pikachu.
those are his Pokemon. Are you talking? Yes. Thank God, I got it off.
I've never watched an episode of Pokemon. Man.
That's okay. It's Brock and Misty.
Yes.
Okay.
Brock and Misty.
What is this?
And Brox has
What is
Onyx,
this
and Misty
what is
has
it
Star.
That symbolizes you said
Starfish
something
or
silly.
something. I can't remember her name.
It's
All right. So out of 9, you got 2 questions correct.
Okay.
You've got a chance to get a 10 points added to your total.
Could be plus.
We're gonna tell you our genre of question, and then you can pick what genre you wanna.
Okay.
I've got a question in film. Tem, what you got?
I got a question in dance.
Dennis,
I got a question in TV.
where do you feel most confident?
Let's go TV.
TV?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I would like to know the full name of Bart Simpson.
Bartholomew. Homer Simpson. Oh no, man, I don't know. Bartholomew Simpson.
No, very close. You got the Bartholomew.
Is it Jasper?
Right? No.
It's not a
It-
J.
It's a J, though. Do you want to
Bartholomew.
take a guess?
James Simpson.
The reason I like this question is also the name of my dog.
Jasper.
Kojo? No,
No, not Jojo.
Yeah, exactly.
Jasper.
No,
Jamie.
no.
John.
What do I call my dog?
Jojo.
There you go.
Oh,
Is that his name?
Bartholomew Jojo Simpson.
Swear down.
Yeah.
mad.
So I got like 1 point.
So, unfortunately,
Two.
you have dropped to the bottom.
Jesus. That was horrible.
Can I do one more like 10-point question? Because
I can
if-
change
in my
my
defense,
one. I can
all
change
one
one of
wasn't
mine.
correct, and that 21-second one could potentially be wrong as well. So
All right. Well, me and Tim will both ask you 2 more
Yeah,
questions.
you lot ask, yeah.
I think that's fair.
So this one's for -10 or +10 points.
Oh,
Joking. Just we'll figure it out
One
once
point
you answer it. Depends what you get.
It's 1 point each.
What was the first animated feature film to be nominated for a Best Picture Oscar?
is it Toy Story?
You no.
Jurassic Park.
It's too late.
Yeah, this ain't no guessing game. You got it wrong.
It was
Like,
Do you
beautiful.
know what I like about you? You fly, you let it shoot. You didn't even give it time.
I was gonna read it again so that you had more.
Anime-
You don't wanna
who was
think.
What was
It was
that
Beauty
something?
and the Beast.
I wouldn't have guessed
Beauty
that.
and the Beast.
Beauty and the
He
Beast.
said Beauty and the
Version.
Beast.
That's a
Beauty and the
booty.
Beast.
The porno version. Alright. Say, I want to go shop in bubble language.
In bubble language.
Have you got the answer there?
Of course I do.
Is that like other guy, like other guy, other gee?
Yeah, that sort
Yeah,
of
that
stuff.
stuff.
But he's mocking it.
Other
That
guy
is
with gone to the Google,
crazy.
she forgot.
Say again.
That sounds close.
I want to go shop. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Other guy with gone to the Google, she forgot.
I was more on the Alagai, Wallagon, Tulugu, Golago, Tulugu, Delaga, Sholagop.
Nah, but that's not bubble language though.
So what did I do then?
You just did words and you just made noises.
It's putting other gov in the middle of it. So like go is give a go.
Is that how you learn bubble language?
I never spoke that.
Is that how you learn it?
I'm on his flex.
Is that how you spoke it?
I spoke it with the illigaloo. Yeah. Like I feel like
I think that's my 10 point.
Avagar, that sounded more like bubble language than what you just did.
Yeah, come back, queen.
Wrong. Wrong.
What?
Jesus
Is this Google or is this you saying
Wrong.
that she's wrong?
I wanted a certain answer and I didn't get it. Wrong.
I got 11 points.
that
That's
is
like
nonsense.
top of the leaderboard.
We tried to help you.
We tried.
Tem didn't.
We tried.
So what did she end on?
That's crazy though, because all 3 points that I predominantly lost were because you got them wrong. That's mad.
She's blaming the Quizmasters.
You got like minus 33.
Yeah.
I got
Especially for questioning the ref.
I
Like,
got 12 points.
you got questioning the ref. Come on, man. You can't do all that.
That was
That
peak.
stuff.
Sorry, we will review it with the adjudication board.
I want to see
and we
VAR, man. I
Yeah,
wanna see.
because today that was pilot episode. That was a pilot. Sorry about that. You had the bottom. Wait, we need to call the authorities.
100%.
But what's the name of your latest collection of poetry?
Wearing my mother's heart.
Wearing my mother's heart. What does that mean
Um,
to you?
my mom's quite outspoken and she leads with love, and she's not too politically correct. And I just think that's what we need right now. So she's kind of like spoke in her voice.
Nice.
Do you think you can get away with more writing a book than, let's say, tweeting and stuff?
100%. You have like artistic license.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can say some crazy things, but if someone's read it and published you, you've got a leg to stand on.
Do you think you should have artistic license on Twitter?
I think you do. It's just our choice what we want to do with you after you say that shit.
Yeah, I think my point is like,
We
say
just
what you
wanna
want,
talk.
but consequences are consequences.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting. Amazing. It's out. Well,
Yeah,
when
it
this
would
is
be out,
when this
yeah.
is out, it'll be out. And
Go get that. Wearing my
yeah.
mother's heart. Where
I like
from?
that.
Everywhere.
It's very colourful
Everywhere you
cover
buy
as
books.
well.
Is there an audio book coming?
Yeah, I did it the other day. With
Oh,
with my mum.
nice.
How long does
actually.
that take?
It's long, man. Like, you're reading every poem. But I did it with my mum, so the ones that were written in her voice, she did it.
Oh, nice.
Which
Nice.
was nice. Yeah, which was jokes. Like, it was really funny. But it was good. It took,
You got your mum a
like,
check too?
2.5 hours. Yeah.
Lovely. Love that.
Nice.
2.5 hours.
Like 2-3 hours, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be messing
Just
up. them
reading.
words, boy.
Yeah.
Have
it's
that
long.
water.
You get like halfway through and you're like, oh,
What did you get in
who
English?
wrote this?
GCSE.
GCSE, I got A.
Okay.
I got a star. I should have wrote a poem too.
You got A star.
Yeah.
It's,
In
hard. It's so
English?
hard to get in English.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's really
No, that's strong. That's very, very strong.
Thank you.
Wow. I got C.
Got that.
Same. 2 C's.
What'd
I
you
got a
get?
D- I got a D in A level though.
Damn.
I got a D in lit, and then I got the highest grade in the country in language. But my teachers tried to kick me off the language course because they said my grade was luck. So then my mum came in.
Yeah. Well,
Luck how? Who marked it?
I feel like luck is like a B. Luck isn't the highest grade in the country. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's mental.
You knew something. Like,
I remember
Yeah.
I was smashing up sociology, and then one time I got an E. Brought my whole grade down.
Duh.
Yeah.
Got A overall. Fuming. Could have starred it off.
Oh.
It was crazy. But
Wow.
thank you for your time today.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you
you.
for coming.
I really appreciate
Thank you for
that.
having me.
Really appreciate you coming through.
Let's go home to our
yeah.
loved ones.
Indeed. Other than that, you know the theory, bro.
Nice baby's crazy.
Cool.